Welcome to the first edition of the VSOP Lounge. We kind of wanted to take an intimate step and an intimate thought. Normally these are done one-on-one, but I couldn't think of anybody better to bring inside the lounge than the queen of no cap for this topic right here, because we are about to bring some smoke. For those of y'all who don't know, every Wednesday we're uploading one of these. VSOP stands for Varied Superior Opinions and Perspectives, the lounge. K. Kendra, darling, welcome. I had to bring you in on this right here because these text messages are on fire. Okay, and I feel like I shouldn't have this conversation go on a rant because I'm biased, I'm triggered, and so for those of y'all, here you go right here. The text messages are going across the bottom of your screen as we speak. We're gonna put them up there. We're gonna leave reference to them, and you guys can kind of formulate your own opinion. But I guess my initial question to you, as a woman, why do women do this bullshit?
Okay, so I honestly, after looking at the text myself, I felt like she straight up just used him. And I think in the process, what she was doing was actually just he was just something to do. And then he actually pulled the trigger one day and was like, for sure, I'm flying you out. So she was like, okay, vacation time. So I really feel like it was a whole use move from on the woman's end.
But why does it happen, right? So here's the thing, right? And as a man, right, I don't think that um there's no bigger insult than wasting people's time, man or a woman, right?
Absolutely.
So like that. But this is how people get hurt. This is how you end up on the Investigation Discovery Channel on Snapped or Wise for Knives or so, no, because this is serious, man. This man spent $1,000 of his own money, right? And you can't say that he did it under false pretenses because they had sexted before, they had been FaceTiming before, they were talking to each other for 5.5 months. So she was a very committed individual to this, but this happens on a day-to-day basis on a smaller scale when like women go to clubs and don't bring their purses, or you know what I'm saying, they going out for a girls night and they know that dudes are gonna buy them drinks or what have you, right? But like this you know, I'm sick of this kind of behavior out of women, and I feel like y'all deserve men more. Yeah, men deserve more than what they get.
I agree. But so here's the thing, when you said she was a committed individual, she's really not. It's not hard to have a conversation with a man for months, send him news. I mean, it's really not hard. She did all that from her fingertips on a daily, and it earned her a free trip to wherever the fuck she went. It's
Well, I
not
mean,
that
was
much of a commitment.
it wasn't free because apparently, but if the dude stuck to his word in these texts, she found the right one, and she went out there with no money, and
Yeah,
she had to find her way.
that was the goal though. The goal was, okay, bet he done flew me out here. Okay, vacation.
But see, here's what I'm saying. But why not just come up with that like in the beginning, right? So like this right here, right? This is big. This is big, but like on a smaller scale, I mean, this is small in the grand scheme of things when it comes to relationships with men and women, right? And this is why we see so many men ain't shit posts or men or dog posts or anything like that, because she probably fucked up the bag for this man's soulmate. She
Yeah.
she did this. She did this without regard for how he's going to treat the next woman, or the woman who should be getting this kind of treatment is now going to get dragged, or she's going to have a harder road, like building down and breaking down his walls, all because for what?
Yeah, because and so this is one of the reasons why men have a hard time paying for things. So like men, I believe genuinely in my heart that the average man does not mind paying for things when it comes to a woman that he is truly interested in. But women have started giving other women a bad rep. Example right here, right? This guy is okay, cool. I don't really know the extent of their relationship, like if they were in a relationship, out of a relationship, but that actually doesn't matter. The fact that they were having sexual conversations and exchanging nudes, I think it's common sense to for a man to believe, okay, I fly you out here, we fucking, right? I think that's common knowledge. You don't send him nudes. Like, I'm not sure what you think that is. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know how these bitches roll, but if I send you a nude, that's your invitation to fuck. You can fuck me once you get that nude, okay? That's your ticket.
And that's the golden
I
ticket.
don't know if y'all sending out nudes for free. Like, I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know. Maybe I guess in her head she would do whatever it took to get that vacation, or so what she thought. And then, just like you said, I've dealt with men who have had women use them time again and time after, and then they run across me, and it's like, man, I can tell he has his walls built up, and I can't really even say I'm the most patient woman, but it's like, I can see that he's been hurt, and he's at a point now where he's like, okay, well, let me watch and see if you really, if you really into me before I start dropping money like that. I talked to one guy, and he said he don't even like paying for the first dates because women are using men for, meals. And I'm like, really?
No, that happens, yo. Let me tell you something. So like, yo, that happens like more often than anything, right? So like, I've been on a first date, and a woman didn't. She walked in a cocktail dress, and she was sexy, right? Like I'll give props where they're due, but the fact that she walked in without a purse and without a wallet, she didn't pull money out of her bra, no credit, nothing. That was it. That's it. Party's over. Yeah, because of expectation. So here's the thing that women don't understand: men, like a real man, the more that you can do for yourself, the more I want to do for you. I've preached this up and down until I've been blue in the face, right? Like, so we don't want you to do everything, but the fact that you have the ability to and you are willing to, okay, now you sit back.
Mm-hmm.
Now because now I know I'm not being used for a free ride.
Right.
I know I'm not being used for a meal. I'm not being used for drink. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the best example of a Christian, but I believe in the Bible heavily. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible talks about like two people being equally yoked, right? Mm-hmm. So like match my level. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not on the finance level, on the reciprocity level, take care of me on the backside. But the fact that's symbolic of you walking in with no method to payment means that like you're assuming the shit's gonna be sweet. Like you're assuming that it's gonna be a good date. And here's the thing, right? I'm all about I'm all about chivalry. I'm all about men paying for dates, especially if I invite you out. I'm gonna treat you. I'm gonna show you a good time, right. like the way that I'm supposed to, like the way that my mama raised me to be.
Right.
But enough of the fuck shit, though. Enough of the fuck shit. Like it's too much because now you're basically telling me that you're expecting of me, and you have no right to do that.
That's true. That is true. I would say that I can't, like I say this all the time, but I don't understand these new bitches. I really don't. To go anywhere. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I've been with my man a couple of times, but this is my man with no purse because we just leave it. But that's my man. If you're not my man, I'm not going nowhere with you. I'm not meeting you nowhere with no money. Period. Because
right.
Let's look at it like this. Let's just say you are a stand-up guy. You're gonna pay for it anyway. What if something happened to you? What if something happens to you there and I don't have money? You know what I'm saying? What if you just decide, you know what? I don't like this bitch. I got to dash, or whatever the case is. I don't never want to be in a place where I'm going to be stranded and I can't feed myself or get myself from point A to point B. Like, that just makes absolutely no sense. And then this leads me to the bitches that fly out to like the All-Star weekend games and then set up a GoFundMe. Like, bitch, who raised you? A GoFundMe?
I saw that, but here's the thing, man. Like, whose fault is that, man? Like, how do we get here? How did we get here? And I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you. It's women's fault. It's feminist fault.
You know what?
It's feminist. Yeah, no, it is. It is. I'm a feminist, just like my pops.
So it's your fault.
Huh? Yeah, because no. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So I've been part of the crew of men that help to put pussy on a pedestal higher than it should be, right? And that comes in all that looks different in all aspects, right? That looks like in a relationship taking more shit off of a woman than maybe you should.
Mm-hmm.
It comes in the fact of, oh man, she's trash at this, but like I'm gonna give it a shot anyway because she looked good. I know that she's ghetto, she cussed too much, and I couldn't take her to my grandma's house, but she got a fat ass though. Like I've been a part of that culture, right? So part of this is on me, and I'm willing to own that, right? Like you know what I'm saying. But when it came time to equal rights and this, that, and the third. Along with that came like it was like as it seems like in this society, the more the women's rights grew, the bigger the penises got. And now you out here and we're competing for domination. Like yes, you can do it, but I want to do this for you because I'm the man. And I admit that I was part of the problem before, a young and immature version. But like this shit's got out of hand. This shit wouldn't happen 15 years ago.
It wouldn't have. I'm actually gonna go against you. I still believe it's women's fault. I believe that it's I think it's hood rats raising hood rats. So if you see your mom growing up using men to have dinner, using men to go on a trip, or you barely with her, and when kids are picking up on every fucking thing that you're doing, every little thing, especially if you're a little girl, if you have a little girl, she is mocking the shit out of you. She's paying attention to every little move you make. So I believe that hood rats are raising hood rats, and I think that's what got us here. I don't necessarily, I can't say, I'm not going to go against it's not being putting the pussy on a pedestal, but I really believe it comes down to the parenting of the mother and I would even go to say, and sometimes the lack of the father being there as well.
No, but see, here's the thing. So you can hold these women accountable, but I'm holding men accountable now. I'm talking to the thirsty dudes, right? The like, I mean, I made reference to it before on you know what I'm saying, on the last episode where like, yo, I'm sick of these thirsty niggas, man. Like where a real man can't check a woman anymore, right? And it's sad. It's sad. Not that
it's sad.
I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, like it's a man's place to check a woman, but like at the same time, I can't look.
I think it's a man's place to check your woman.
To check his woman, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like there should be a society. Like, okay, so perfect example. I was in Africa, right? And we hit the club one night, and like, these ladies were there, this, that, and the third, and like one lady got into an argument with a dude, and the dude looked at her and was like, "Don't forget where you at, and don't forget who the fuck you are." And that was it.
Was that her dude?
No.
Oh damn!
But there was a culture of men being men and women being women. Like in other words, she wouldn't be able to turn to another man and he take her side over that dude's side. Mm-hmm. But that's not where we at now.
No, we're not.
We're in a place now where I can look at you and be like, yo, I think what you're doing is fucked up. Mm-hmm. And she scrolls in her DMs for 5 minutes. Oh man, I don't think what you're doing is fucked up. I don't even know why you let him talk to you like that.
Yep. And guys too.
And that's how it rolls, man. And it's crazy because like women outnumber men 2-1. After you factor out, gays and like, but the available market for women and men is 2-1. I think it's actually 1.78, but 2-1. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then you factor in like the attractive ones, right? And you know what I'm saying? Because there's leagues and levels and shit like that to it. You factor that in. So the available men and the available women that are, sexy about their business and everything. Like I should be able to look at you and be like, yo, you fucking, you need to get shit together. Like you need to be able to do blah, 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 blah. And that should be it. I mean, you don't have to necessarily listen to me, but like there's no standard anymore for the behavior of women.
No.
There's no standard anymore, right? So like for a woman, they have a standard of men, right? He needs to be like good looking, right? Or attractive to you, right? About his business, right? Loyal, honest, right? And if a man meets, those wickets, then that buys him time to correct the small shit.
Yeah.
But with women is not like that anymore. There's no fucking standard of behavior. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem.
And okay, so but then I do want to say that right there, having no standard of behavior, that does kind of fall back on you guys because like I say this about men, right? Women, right? Y'all need us just as much as we need y'all,
Yep.
right? And if we want y'all and you accept this poor behavior, I'm going to keep giving you poor behavior. And if it doesn't work, you're trash. I'm going to go to the next dude and give him this poor behavior. He's going to accept it until I
Mhm.
get tired of it. And then I'm going to go and repeat this cycle. But there's not enough men that literally put their foot down and is like, look, you're not going to speak to me like this. You're not going to behave in this way. You're not going to dress the way that you're dressing. There's not enough men putting their feet down. So y'all accepting us acting like this, then there's no reason for us to clean up this act.
And I agree with that 100%. And that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Right. And it's because I'm not sure if it's the pussy on a pedestal aspect of it. I'm not sure if it's the fear of being alone aspect of it. I'm not sure if it's beta male syndrome. I'm not sure if it's the result of, yeah, I'm not sure if it's the result of single moms attempting to raise men, or, or even, I'll take you one better. I'm not even sure if it's a boy watching his mom being mistreated by women. I mean, by men, growing up. So as a result of the fact that he's so giving that he becomes like the doormat himself. I'm not sure like what it is.
Yeah.
But we need to reestablish standards of behavior, and there needs to be like a minimum criteria to meet for what my pops would call high valued men, or high valued women. And there needs to be, because look where we at, man. We got Lizzo trying to fuck Captain America. Why is this okay?
Well, see, you can. So here's the thing: you can try to fuck whoever you want to fuck, and you know this well because men do that. Men try to fuck who they want to fuck. It don't mean they'll be, it doesn't mean it'll happen, but that's what they'll attempt to do. And so go ahead, give me your point on Lizzo trying to fuck Captain America. Like, what is your issue with that?
Because, man, Captain America's out of Lizzo's league. Like, no, man, I'm being straight up. Okay, like, so okay, like you know me, man, and like we've known each other for a while now. Like you know me. Like I can successfully, I think, without argument, like, because you know me and you can correct me right here on air if I'm wrong, but I am a high value man. You know what I'm saying? I meet all the criteria. I'm a certified member of the CIA, baby. But so is Captain America. We're talking about one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood. This man has abs that you can wash clothes on. Okay, and Lizzo just came out on a tabloid in a bikini that was 3 sizes too small at least, right? But then now I can't say anything about that because now I'm body shaming.
Yeah.
And the women are gonna jump on board with Lizzo, which okay, cool. But my problem is now men that jump on board. Oh man, you can't say that. This, that, and the third. Yo, like, bro, this hurt your eyes as much as I did. But instead of holding, no, yo, it's not. Don't make me laugh on this, because I swear
I'm
I'm
not
not
trying
even
to laugh.
like, yo, because instead of somebody pulling Lizzo to the side, a man pulling Lizzo to the side and being like, yo, you know that this motherfucker's out of your league. He doesn't have to be always. He doesn't.
Right.
But why is it okay? Why is it okay for you to make $1 million marketing and catering to women who are lazy and refuse to live better health, right? And this is not me body shaming, but this is talking about your health, because once you get of an older age, right, and I think everybody would agree that the goal of dating is to eventually find a mate to marry, right? But if you're morbidly obese going into this, to my date, and I'm not talking about the fetish people, the fat
Right.
fetish
Right.
people.
Right.
I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who are attempting to date to marry. Now, if you're going into the marriage and you're morbidly obese, there's one or two things that's going to happen. Either I'm going to correct you and get your shit right, but it's going to make you self-conscious in the process,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna let you continue to do what you do, and you're gonna end up on a TLC channel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Over 600 pounds. But at the end of the day, like you're leaving me alone. You're leaving me to deal with the heartache after you're gone. You're leaving me to dote on you when you can't physically get out of bed. What happens if you catch diabetes? Then you're leaving me to have to dote on you. And now that cuts into vacation time. That cuts into what you can and can't do. So I literally have to stop and short my life because you decided to not get in shape or not take care of yourself and listen to Lizzo's ass, who is $1 million. She can afford the best doctor. Betty down the street can't afford the best doctor.
Yeah. But see, my thing is not the fact that she wants Captain America, because the what you want doesn't matter. And I talk about this all the time. We have to understand our wants and our needs, right? She doesn't need Captain America. That's just what she wants. That, you know, she was attracted to him. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think to be realistic with what it is that we're asking for. So, for example, and we talk about this all the time, we can't ask for, women do this all the time. We're asking for stuff that we're not. You know what I'm saying? So you're asking for a man who is in shape, Captain America, when you're not in shape, right? You're asking for a man who is at a certain, that carries himself to a certain level that you don't. Captain America, and I could be wrong, but he just comes off like he wants a woman with a little bit more class. And I don't feel like Lizzo presents that outside of the fact that she's overweight. I don't feel like she presents class. And like I said, I could be wrong. I don't know this man, but I just couldn't see him.
I mean, but here's the thing. Like, I don't know if you remember when Lizzo was coming out, she came out with that song "Feeling Good as Hell," right? Which has been like the right when she was performing that song on some award show. I think it was like the Grammys.
Yeah.
There was literally a large ass on stage. So there's no class there. She's not even representing for big women with class.
Yes, this is true.
So at the end of the day, you end up with a ratchet, overweight woman that wants an in shape, high value man.
Yes.
But society has allowed her to think that was okay.
And that's what I mean. The fact that because Kevin Samuels talks about this too, but he says like there's a difference between a high earner and a high value man. So
agreed.
What I believe, and I could be wrong, is like rappers, for example, they're high earners, but they're not necessarily high value. So I could see Lizzo shooting her shot with like one of these rappers because he's just a high earner. A lot of them are ratchet too, so it would at least make more sense. But I'm saying that is it. To me, it's unrealistic. You know, it's like, but then that brings you back to your point, is like what I was saying actually is that we're asking for things that we're not.
And that, but what I'm saying is society has allowed this to happen now. And I'm going to tell you what else happened too. That like, and here's the afterthought that nobody really paid attention to, right? So she sent this out on Twitter, right? This went out on Twitter, and he had to carefully construct his words to respond.
Yeah.
Right? But it's bullshit, right? Just as freely as she shot that shot.
I thought it was in the DM, so I didn't know it was Twitter. Like it was like
no, this is public knowledge.
What was his response? Because I actually don't even know.
His response was something like, "Oh, I'm a huge fan," or I'm flattered, or something to that effect, right? But in the back of his mind, he had to be, "Fuck no." He's probably laughing at his homeboys about it. Because let me tell you something, right? So here's the thing with men, right? Like if when men turn down women for whatever reason, other men know. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's like and it's casual to us, right? Like we're in the locker room talking about, hey man, this girl was in my DMs talking about blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. Like, he's probably at the gym with his trainer. Can you believe? Right? But he had to carefully construct his words. So, and that further neuters his masculinity, right? Because had he come out and been like, fuck no, look, lose 50 pounds and then come talk to me, which is probably the more accurate response. But had he said that, then, you know what I'm saying? Now, we got to cancel Captain America because he's a body shamer, this, that, and the third. And you know what I'm saying, and not to get too far, to the right, but like this behavior and that behavior are like one and the same. Like this society has allowed women to lead men on like this and say whatever the fuck they want to say, and there's no consequence behind it.
So do you feel like, okay, so do you feel like the guy was at all wrong for canceling her trip,
Nope.
her room when she got out there?
Nope. Because he said several times, you guys can read right along with this, right? The people that are seeing this, you guys can read right along with this. Okay. He said, I don't fly out my friends. I don't fly out friends. I thought, and then and this guy was being as effective of a communicator as we can be.
Yeah.
You saw that text when he was like, "Hey, look, we've been talking for 5.5 months. Like,
Yes.
Here's where I thought we are. Here's
Yeah.
where I thought we were."
Yeah.
And she was basically capping from the very beginning.
From day one.
I don't know about from day one, but from the time she landed and got to that hotel,
Yeah.
she was capping since then.
Yeah. I would think it would be day one. I think so I don't think he was wrong for canceling anything.
Nope.
Like I
She
said.
got exactly what she deserved.
Exactly. And like I said, I bet she won't try. I bet she won't try this with another man. I bet the next time she get flew out, she bring her some money with her ass.
Yeah, for sure.
The lesson needed to be learned.
But here's the thing, right? Like I'm not attacking her feelings. She has the right to feel what she feels, right? But this conversation should have been had a long time ago.
Okay.
Right.
So then is he wrong if the conversation wasn't had that I'm flying you out so that we can have sex?
No. Let me explain something to you. This is 100% her fault.
Yes.
This is 100% her fault.
Yeah.
Because when after sexting, I don't feel like a conversation about having sex needs to take place anymore. Like you said, that's the ticket.
I know, I agree. I'm just saying.
So what the fuck are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? So like we get finished FaceTime and doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? We exchange a couple news, bye, boom. Okay, I like the way you look. I can't wait to get a hold of you. No doubt that in order for it to continue happening, she played along and was like, oh, I can't wait to get a hold of you too. You know, this, that, and the third, right? So when he was like, okay, well, what's up with this trip then? And when she accepted the trip, that conversation should have happened then. Okay, look, man, I don't think I really actually want to fuck you. I think that, we're cool FaceTime and
carried away, whatever.
Right. That conversation should have happened then. But she didn't do that. And then clearly, and honestly, the way that this text message, the way that they read, she's clearly not, we're not dealing with a mature woman. Because when he said, I want to come through, like in the beginning, the first two sentences would have been like, hey, look, I'm not looking for anything more than friendship. Like this, that, and that. All the rest of that could have been saved.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But then you send news to your friends, like, like I'm not following.
Man, listen, I mean, at the end of the day, man, like I'm sick of trash ass women. Okay, like I'm sick of trash ass women with it.
I'm sick of trash women calling men trash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because no doubt she's telling her girls a different story, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know she is. You know she telling some half-ass story she done put together about how this happened. Because her girls is like, what? Girl, what you mean he left you out there? He canceled his ticket. He trash.
Yeah, exactly. She on the phone with him right now. All because I ain't want to fuck him. He canceled my ticket.
I don't want to fuck his weak ass.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's crazy how nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. Like, and that's fucking crazy. I'm sick of trash ass women winning. And that's why like I've been on this trail that I've been on. That's why I've been on this smoke tour that I've been on, because listen, nobody's getting away with anything anymore, because goddamn it, goddamn it, I had enough.
It is.
No, man. I mean, that's just it, man. I just feel like this was bullshit, right? And women, like, y'all got to stop going places with no money, expecting dudes to buy y'all things. Yeah, you pretty and all, but like you literally behaving the complete opposite of what you say that you want.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Most of these women, and I'm gonna say I say this all the time, I don't give a fuck what they say. Most women who are screaming at the top of their lungs that they so happy being single and they don't want no relationship, I don't believe them. I genuinely don't believe them. I would say that there is a small percentage of women, and I honestly believe that comes from more contentment than happiness. Like, I really don't.
Mm.
genuinely don't want another person. They actually do want a man. They do want to be married, but it's like, how do you want to be married when you are dating for finances only? When you come to a date with no purse. So that means, okay, so you're coming to eat. You're not coming for a man. You're not coming to get to know this man. You're not coming to see if you connect with this man. You are coming to eat. You went on that trip to be on that trip so you can take those Instagram pictures, so you can tell your friends, so you can look like you live in this extravagant lifestyle. You're not going for that man.
Yeah, and that's bullshit. And that's this, and really, honestly,
trash. Like, I don't like the math don't even make sense, love.
and really, honestly, like you're hurting your sister. It's not even about the man at this point, right? Because clearly, like this man, you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying he was balling, because you know the trip was only $1,000. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, but despite the fact,
no matter if it was 200, that's his 200. He could spend that on a bitch that want to spend time with him.
That's my point. So you're ultimately hurting yourselves, because now this dude, he's got walls now. He's got trust issues, and now the next woman's gonna have to face the third degree. You might have had the benefit of the doubt, right? Like you might have had the benefit of the doubt, but like the next lady ain't getting the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? And you're hurting your sister. So then here's what happens. You a dog a dude, right? And you know the next lady he gets with. So when she's posting and she's subbing him, you in there in the cheering section. Yes.
Yep.
Fuck out of here. Listen, I'm bringing smoke for the rest of 2021. I swear to you, I'm telling you right now. Every time, listen, every time I see a man ain't shit post, I'm jumping in it. Why? I need an explanation.
Right.
Because time out, man. We gotta reestablish some boundaries here. We gotta reestablish a way of decorum. We have to establish the status quo. Okay, you need to at least meet these standards for me to expend the minimum amount of energy required to even see if we're compatible or not. Like, if you're not doing that, we not fucking with it. I'm gonna start a petition or something. Something's got to give, man. We got to do something.
Just y'all have to stop putting your foot down. When you stop accepting this, they'll stop bringing it. Same thing I say with women. When you stop accepting dick and some bubble gum, they'll stop presenting you with dick and bubble gum. When you guys stop accepting this behavior and a pretty face and WAP, they'll stop presenting that to you.
I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. We have to do better as a culture. We got to get better. I mean, I don't even know what race these people were.
Y'all weak when it comes to sex. That's all it is. So a woman uses her sexual assets and win every time.
Yeah, and I'm sick of it. I'm personally sick of it because like the man E said, and this ain't listen, and for those of y'all watching this, nobody hurt me. Okay, I'm good. No, nobody hurt me. Okay, I'm extremely successful in several aspects and avenues inside of my life, and I'm good. I'm not on the dating scene. I'm chilling. I'm good, right? So that answers all of those questions. No, nobody hurt me or nothing, but I'm bringing smoke. I have to do it for my brother. I owe it to the man that won't speak up for himself.
Why does somebody have to hurt you for you to want to hold somebody accountable?
No, but I feel like, but that's that crutch. You see what I'm saying? That's that crutch. That's what it goes to, right? If I'm holding you accountable, who hurt you? Nah, nobody. You're hurting me with your actions right now.
You bitch, you hurt me. You hurt me right now.
yeah. Exactly, man. And I mean, I think it's bullshit, man. Time out for the fuck shit, man. Like, man, we got to start holding these women accountable, man. Take the pussy off the pedestal, right? They wanna if women want to use the phrase God made woman from man's rib and not his feet and not his head, and then we stand beside him. Okay, you know what that means? If you're standing beside me, that means that the pussy's not on the pedestal. That means your ass is gonna work just like I'm out here working. You're gonna grind like I'm out here grinding. You gotta earn like I'm out here earning, and that's it. You held to the same fucking standards of being a decent human being because this is bullshit. I feel bad for this dude.
I feel
like part of it's his fault, but I feel bad for him. Like he definitely took. bro, he should have definitely like scouted this. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a deeper scout report that has to go on here, man. Like
How?
well, so like he said he not flying like anybody out that's his friend, right? Which means that they never put a title or established they never defined what their relationship was, regardless.
So okay, so but if he only wanted to fuck her, what title could he have gave her? Could he say you're a bitch I want to fuck?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't say that.
Why?
You can't say that.
Why? Because she basically told him you a nigga I want to use for a free vacation. She essentially said that in so many words. So what? But that's what I'm saying. Why can't you say these things?
So you,
right. So if you,
go ahead.
Like his words should have been like, hey, look, I can't. I mean, you can dress it up however you want to. You know, he can do the poetic side. Listen. I don't. You know what I'm saying? He can listen. He can color this up poetically, right? He could have been like, Queen, these photos. These photos are so tempting. I can't bear spending another minute without our bodies pressed against one another. He could have said it like that. He could have been like, you understand what I'm saying? He could have colored it however the fuck he wanted to, but his intentions needed to be verified. And then she could have either shut it down or accepted right there. Right. And he needed a scout report. So even if he just wanted the pussy, like that's what it should have been from the very beginning.
So he needed
and it clearly wasn't that.
He needed a verbal or some type of text confirmation that they were going to in fact have sex when he got there.
Yeah, because that I mean double fold, right? That prevents you from jumping in the Me Too movement because that's consent. Yeah. you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like so what happened? He needed a clearly defined expectation of where they were going. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily that, hey, like, I just want to fuck. Like, even if it was him, hey, like, I'm just trying to smash. I'm going to fly you out here to smash.
He actually didn't come off that way. Like, I'm just coming to smash. He was like, the guy, you know, let me defend him real quick. Because the guy was not like, hey, I'm trying to fuck you. He was like, I can't wait to see you type of thing, right? Like, you just landed like, okay, I'm excited. I'm going to come see you. And she's like, wait a minute, pump your brakes. Like, why are you so pressed? I'm tired. So he like, okay, well then, you know, when can I? He was not.
I'll come in the morning. Yeah.
Being really polite about it. He was not pushing the sex issue. I'm just saying that it seems like sex would have been involved, but she was seeming like she wasn't even trying to have a damn lunch with him. She was like, "You tripping? Like, why are you?"
And that's what I'm saying. That is such bullshit. That is such bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's the part that falls on him, right? I'm not even like he don't even take. It's 95.5% here, right? 5% because and here's the thing: to the people that's watching this, man, we need clearly defined expectations. Okay, that's what it comes down to: clearly defined expectations. Because if hey, look, I'm getting ready to drop a band on you. All right, I need you to come see me out here. You know, this, that, and the third, right? Like, but as a, you know what I'm saying, you can't assume what people assume. You feel me?
Right.
So like the common sense will say, based off of these texts, right? Common sense will say, hey, we smashing when I get there. Mm-hmm. Common sense will say that, but you can't assume what people assume.
Yes.
You know? So at that point, like, again, we've been preaching this all season on Grown Man Logic. You preached it all season on Coffee with Kendrick, right? We've been saying, hey, look, man, accountability and effective communication, because this all could have been avoided. Like, but fuck this bitch though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm too through with her.
Got what she deserves on some real shit. Just as a woman, like you got what you deserve. Like even if you was gonna play him, you should have had your shit together. So if he decided to pull the plug, you like, okay, bet. All right, here go the money for the couple of days in my room. Okay.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Like she underestimated.
You're not even a smart player. Like you're dumb.
She wrote him off as a simp, is what it was.
She was like, please pick up.
You blocked me. You see, she was shocked.
Yes, yeah. Because you out there broke.
The nerve.
It could have been nothing.
The nerve, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, so when it comes down to that, right? It's kind of like, yo, look, she wrote him off as a simp, right? And he rose up then at that point. But see, he did what a lion does. Right? Male lions allow female lions to do the hunting, and they only wake up and do some shit when it's time to do some shit. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened. He laid dormant. He slept. He was okay, cool. I'm gonna tiptoe over here now. I'm gonna, this is what we doing. All right, watch my growl, watch my roar. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to feel this.
Yep.
I mean, and that's pretty much what happened, man. But yo, Kay, what's your word, your final thoughts to the people, man? I think this has been a dope first episode. We kicked this off the right way.
I think so too. Absolutely. Words of the people. Bitches, let's stop this. Let's stop. Like, seriously, because I know deep down the women who are using men for dinners or whatever the hell y'all using to, y'all are the ones that are going home lonely, and you're going home sad, and you're going home and you want somebody to cuddle up to, and you want somebody to tell about your day, and you want somebody to check on you. You want those things, but we're not going to get those things as long as we're out here fishing for money. Money does not equal a good man. And that's why I'm so against the whole six-figure man movement, because a six-figure man does not mean that that's a good man. Does not mean that that man is going to be emotionally available to you. Doesn't mean that that man is going to tend to your needs. That doesn't mean that that man is going to check on you. That doesn't mean that man is going to be there when you need him. So a good man is not valued upon his pay rate. It's just not. So I really need us to start looking beyond that. Look beyond that, and that's how we'll find a good man. That's all I got.
Yeah, and I'm gonna wrap it up like this, man. Hey man, men, more of us need to hold women accountable. More of us need to hold ourselves accountable. If you got a homeboy that's thirsty ass nigga, don't laugh at him in the locker room. You need to correct him and bring him to your level.
Mm-hmm.
And stop letting like women walk all over. Yo, so what? So what? They can't cancel all of us. You know what I'm saying? They can't cancel all of it.
Oh, they can't.
So at that point, man, we just need to fucking raise up and be men. Be what they say that they want, and when they can't handle it, tough shit.
Move
At
around.
least you exactly my point. Like my man here in these texts, man, he's a perfect example, man. He got wrote off, right? But he did as a man. What I think he handled this in the most respectful way I think possible. Because I mean, if it's his credit card, he knew where she was at. He could have easily pulled up.
Yep.
And some
and some dangerous shit could have happened because you don't know who you fucking with.
Right. He could have easily pulled up. Easily. He could have pulled up unannounced on her instead of calling her for 30 minutes. He could have just rolled up there and been like, "Yo, I'm here." Now what?
Directly up to the room because it's his room.
Because it's his room. Now what? You know. But it's time. It's time, man. It's time. It's time to raise up and reestablish acceptable behavior. Acceptable behavior for men and acceptable behavior for women in society. It's time to reestablish that, and I think that we at that point we can kind of take steps towards getting rid of the whole men ain't shit and women ain't shit post, because now we have a defined criteria on what a good woman is and what a good man is. But until we take the pussy off the pedestal, right? And they won't. Listen, they're gonna run game on you as long as that pussy's on the pedestal, right? Like it's not. You got to stop treating it like this is a prize. It is a prize when it's your woman, but it's not a prize for somebody that's not your woman.
No, the woman is prize. Pussy everywhere. That's why, and it's so easily accessible. So I don't know why the pussy on a pedestal. If I turn down the pussy, I'm gonna go down the street, get some pussy from Betty. It's easy to get.
Facts. I mean, and there it is, right there in a nutshell. So I mean, this is the first installment of the VSOP Lounge. K. Dot, thank you so much for helping me christen this show. Based off of this thing right here, we can only go up. So I think it's about to be some heat. So we'll catch y'all next time, man. Bye. Cheers. Did you enjoy what you just watched? Be sure to give Grown Man Logic a listen on all streaming services and follow us on all forms of social media. We'll see you next time.